Hello, Crunchies. We are back.
Oh God, that is. I sounded very orgasmic.
I mean, well, that's what we want when people welcome back.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Nathan.
I'm Panda. God damn.
He knows who he is.
Yes,
I promise.
I promise.
And this is Crunchable, the podcast that is in search of all that is good in life.
Yeah, I can never forget the first podcast where you were like, the podcast that cares.
We are the podcast that cares. We're also the podcast that's searching for the great things in life. And over this really long break from Valentine's Day to now, which is what? April 7th?
Oh, wait. Oh my God. We didn't do shit in March. I just realized that. We didn't do anything in March.
Oh, by the way, this is an explicit podcast. This is an explicit podcast. So if you don't like language, you can get that word out.
Yeah. Okay.
But during the time that we've been gone, we've been making some changes. And hopefully you'll hear some of them during the podcast today. But welcome back. Welcome to new folks. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome.
Before we get started, we want to thank our listeners for tuning in and supporting us in making the Crunchable podcast. If you'd like to support Crunchable, please consider sharing with a friend or leaving a review on Apple Podcasts, or check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Crunchable. Your money donations help us improve the equipment we use to record the podcast.
I don't know.
We haven't lost any of the humor. Thank God.
We haven't. Yeah, so we're everywhere. Oh, speaking of everywhere, I think if you've watched the first episode, you'll know that
the first episode.
Well, listened, whatever. Listened doesn't even sound right. How about listened? If you listened the last episode,
whatever you'd like, honey.
Yes. Then you'd know that we didn't have the Instagram at because someone else had it. Because we said we're like on everything but Instagram, but now we have Instagram because whoever had that at just
got rid of it.
Let it go. They let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. So we have it now, and it's all ours. And
so we're officially everywhere.
We are. We're on every major platform except for Facebook.
Yeah.
But who cares about Facebook?
Which we have our own Facebooks. But we're officially on Instagram. We're on Twitter at Crunchable. That's the best place to get a hold of us if you have any questions or comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. Also, our main platforms for listening, of course, Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts now, as well as our original SoundCloud and
Spotify.
And Spotify.
That's the big one.
Which we did have a little bit of an issue with, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back, and I'm so happy about it.
Me too.
We got stuff in store for things related to Spotify, but you'll hear about that near the end. So stay tuned.
So let's talk about the new structure of our podcast. Yeah. While we've been gone, we've noticed some inconsistencies with the podcast, and we kind of want a together product. So we've been taking bits and pieces from podcasts that we like to listen to, as well as some of our own ideas, and have come up with a new structure that we think is going to be very successful. So that's what today's episode is going to be based off of. And let's just get right into it.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah. So the first segment that we're going to have on every episode here on out is going to be called Crunch of the Week. And essentially what the Crunch of the Week is Pan and I come with our favorite content from the past week. It can be from whatever medium, music, TV, film, just
film,
news story, whatever. It can be whatever content we want from the week, and it has to fit the idea of Crunchable, which is capturing the awesome stuff of life. Yeah. So, I'm really excited to launch it off. Do you have a Crunch of the Week, sir?
Do I? Oh, do I? I wasn't prepared at all for that.
That's okay. I have my Crunch of the Week. I'll give you.
You think I would, since we're literally launching that today, but
I will give you some time, and I'll talk about my crunch of the week.
All right.
Okay. So my crunch of the week, of course, is K-pop. But more specifically, it has been BTS dropping little bits and pieces there for their Map of the Soul Persona album, which is going to be dropping on April 12th. Or 13th, I forget which one. Anyway, this next weekend, we're recording on the 7th. And I am so excited. After you were the one who messaged me about Big Hit dropping the Map of the Soul Persona comeback trailer, which was RM and his rap song, which I guess we're just calling Persona right now.
Yeah. I mean,
But dude, it's music video, first of all, the rap is a bop. It's a solo RM piece.
Sounds like Splatoon, so it's great.
Yeah, the opening of the music video is a throwback to their old album, School Love Affair. And it's what it is. It's the rock beat, but they've remixed it, and then RM raps over it, which is essentially what he did during School Love Affair. Yeah. But it's oh my gosh, just like the beat, and I don't remember. I feel like it was like a podcast that I was listening to, or maybe it might have been Hawk, our friend Hawk, but somebody was saying like they thought that this upcoming BTS album was going to be like rock oriented because this last one was a little bit more hip hop oriented. And not this last one, but the last couple ones. This last one was very EDM pop. But everything about the music video is great. RM looked fantastic. He was like rocking full white with blonde hair, and then he had his RM alter ego that was like
he had a cardigan on.
Yeah,
he had a very
he
nice
looked
cardigan.
Fantastic, and his rapping ability is bar none. It has to be said that his flow is maybe one of the most chill, cool, like vibey rap ever.
Vibe, basically.
Yeah, I vibe with his rap.
It's a nice flow.
It's a great flow.
Progressive.
And so that's why it's my crunch of the week. I think that it is definitely something that you should check out. Go onto YouTube and look it up. BTS's comeback trailer for Map of the Soul Persona. You won't regret it. There's like some couple of curveballs thrown into the music video. Like, let's just say that there's a part where you'll watch and you'll be like, what the fuck is that? But like, just go with it. Just go with it, because BTS has a lot of stuff that's very like conspiracy theory, deep thinking. Just if you're a first timer, just don't question.
Don't even worry about
happening.
it, buddy.
Just listen to the music, and then you can go back and watch the video for the video.
Don't worry about the constant Morse code.
That's TXT.
That's TXT, I know.
But that's
Big
a whole nother story.
Big Hit does Big Hit is like Big Hit is the company that makes BTS whatever, and TXT. Just a bunch of K-pop bands. They only have two, but they're so deep. They're love
awesome.
They love hiding stuff. They love doing that.
They love like Easter eggs and like conspiracy theories and I mean they made the whole webtoon series for BTS, which was like confusing AF.
Yeah, I didn't even get into that, but
but anyway.
I do appreciate when bands do that. I mean, it's not even. I never expect any band to do that. I don't even expect anything, but
that's my crunch of the week. Yeah, check it out.
Check it out. Link in the description, except not. Because we don't really have a description exactly.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, I've come up with my crunch of the week within that second. And it's pretty obvious crunch of the week. I'm sure you all know. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That was probably a little loud, but
that's okay.
Billy Ray Cyrus and It's like little. I don't know the name of literally the dude who made the song. I just know Billy Ray Cyrus.
You're so terrible.
I feel like I'm so bad. But it's such
isn't
a good.
Isn't it little? It's like
Something
Lil
Nas.
Nas.
I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
such
it's like
a good.
Lil Nas.
Oh God, and there's tea around it too. But like.
Oh, Lil Nas X. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But such a bop, man. It's such. Oh God, like, and I don't really. Like, I never really listened to too much of Billy Ray Cyrus's stuff.
I only heard "Achy Break Your Heart" when I was little, so.
Mm-hmm. Like, I only saw him, like, the most I ever saw of him in my life was him on Hannah Montana when he'd, like,
Totally
occasionally walk in and be like, Hannah, or whatever. So, Miley. Or
Miles.
Yeah. And yeah, I just really, he's like 57 and he's killing
60,
it.
Or yeah, is he 57?
He's 57. He's in his 50s. He's
Okay,
killing it.
Late 50s, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's absolutely shredding ass on this track, man.
Tell us about this track, Panda, because
he's like, there's the chorus. I wish it was a longer song though. That's like my only problem. And it's not even a problem with the song. I just wish I want more of that song. Oh God, it's just so good. Like he's all like, ride till I can't. I just love it so much, man. And that, I wish I could link everybody to the specific thing, but I know I retweeted it. It's like an animation of Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, check it out on our Twitter.
It's like an animation of Billy Ray Cyrus. I think he's doing like Michael Jackson dance moves or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
Just the circumstances are so bizarre, but it's just amazing.
They are bizarre, but it's so Billy Ray Cyrus.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
and the whole video, it worked so well. And that video, that clip, it never went viral. It only got like 100 likes. And I was like, what? That's like the best thing I've seen all week, which is why it's the crunch of the week.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yesterday, Will Smith said that he wants to be on the remix music video.
Oh my God. Yeah. If they do a music video, I need the music video right in my life. God.
So
damn.
I knew that we would both pick musical crunches of the week. It's just the way that it is.
Did you? Oh my God. Did you pick? Oh, Henny. It's so good.
Yeah. But a little bit later on in the podcast, we're going to be introducing a new segment that also has to do with music. But before we do that, let's just talk. How have we been?
Oh man. I mean,
the last episode that we did was our Valentine's Day episode. I know that was a long time ago. Oh, there's been a lot of changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A whole lot, buddy. Still haven't posted on YouTube, so nothing's changed there. I've just been working on getting the truck fixed up.
Getting that truck fixed up. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. What? I don't know what truck it's called. It's like a.
That's okay. We're not.
It's a Dodge Ram. It's a Dodge Ram, boys.
Dodge Ram.
Dodge Ram 1500 something. Dodge Ram.
Numbers that we don't know.
It's from like. It's like 2 decades old, dude. It's.
Don't talk like that. I'm 2 decades old.
Well, I mean,
I'm almost 3 decades old.
That's in car years. That's old. That's old.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm about to fall apart too.
You ain't a car, Henny.
Anyway.
But yeah, I've been getting the old truck fixed up. I'm trying to like April 3rd was the date I was going to be eligible to like drive, but all I need to wait for the court to summon me.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Thing where I can like, or they dub me licensee.
Yeah. That's so Virginia.
I know. It's gonna take like a month until they send me that, and then it's whatever. But I'll be on the road soon enough, and hopefully be making bank, so I can actually support the podcast better. Because right now it's all
I
on
pay
Nate.
the pod bean. But you know what? That's okay though, because it's our joy to bring you this podcast. We have a lot of fun making this podcast.
I mean, yeah, literally.
Just thinking about it, we got so excited.
I love making graphics for it so much.
I'm
Photoshop
glad.
and stuff. It's so fun. Like I've been having more fun with Crunchyroll lately than I am my own channel, which is a little concerning. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all about like I always think of like I literally think of Pantality and Crunchyroll as two separate projects, and they're only projects to me. Is what I feel like. They're not like this thing I need to keep up with. That's why I'm so inconsistent with content. It's just because it's only a thing I do when I feel passionate about it, and like it's just a project. I'll do it sometimes.
No, that's good. It's good to have like passion projects.
Yeah, and I love that I do it like that. I could not be consistent with it. If I was just a YouTuber, like everything a YouTuber should be, I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy it.
And I don't think that you'd be as nice of a person as you are. You wouldn't be Panda. You wouldn't be Panda is what I'm saying. Like you'd be
You're right.
You'd be something else, which wouldn't be bad, but you'd be a YouTuber. You wouldn't be just like a normal dude.
James Jenkins,
normal dude.
But yeah, I love what I'm doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to keep all that kind of stuff straight either. Like, just the other day I randomly posted on Instagram. I was like, I'd love to be a YouTuber, but I can't because blah, 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 blah. And like everybody got on Instagram. They were like, Nathan, you should do it. You'd be so fantastic. I'm so excited. Let's subscribe right now. And I'm like, no, I don't. This was a joke.
But do they know about Crunchyroll? That's the real question.
I don't know if I'm ready for them to know about Crunchyroll yet. I posted it on my Facebook once, and it got like 1 like, and a friend posted, "Ha," and that was it. Like nobody important saw it, which I guess is good, and then nobody unimportant saw it either. So it just kind of sat on my Facebook page, and it was like, nope. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that by the time we put this episode out, people will have been informed and will come to listen. So,
yeah.
But this is our space where we just talk about, what's going on and what interests us, and hopefully what interests you guys, and hopefully there's a couple of laughs and farts and whatever along the way. So,
there's a couple farts.
I'm not gonna hear farting.
No.
Panda might do a burp, but we've talked about it.
Yeah.
We had a listener comment in there like, does he have to burp? Does he have to burp? It's like, no, he doesn't have to. He just does on accident.
It's not even on accident. It's very deliberate. And
my gosh, I'm trying to cover your butt. Just go along with the lie.
It's on accident. No,
you destroy the illusion.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very deliberate to disrupt the flow of the podcast, and it's not a show. This ain't ASMR, and I respect ASMR. Nate knows.
I know you do.
I listen to ASMR daily, nightly.
Yes, you do.
So, yeah. I'm a ASMR listener, but definitely not an ASMR maker.
Yeah, I feel that.
Can probably tell by my.
Although I could totally do that.
Yeah, we could totally do this.
We could do a great episode.
Yeah, we could.
Do you know that we just disturbed like 8 people? 8 people just shut off this podcast. They won't even listen to the rest because they're afraid that we're gonna like whisper.
There's a lot of the majority of people that watch my content definitely aren't
watch
fans of ASMR.
Yes, they do. They commented like crazy on that video.
Well, yeah, and I made a tweet poll, and there was like only 1 person who watched ASMR regularly out of like 20.
I think that's average.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely an odd one out, but ASMR videos get crazy views.
Yeah, you're right.
they get crazy views, and it's like
They also get sponsorships too and stuff.
oh yeah, buddy. They get like
buddy.
Audible and stuff. They love ASMR artists as they
It's some
call.
artists.
Yeah, that's what they're called in the field, Nate.
That is so extra.
It's I mean YouTubers is podcasty. What's the equivalent? It's like podcasty, I guess, for podcasters. Or podcaster. I don't know. Crunchables. How about that? What do you fall asleep to, Nate? What do you fall asleep to?
I'm
actually very curious.
I like a good fan noise.
I mean,
I've always had fans in my life. Like right now, I have a ceiling fan on, even though the temperature in my house is like maybe 68.
yeah.
But it's not like a fast fan. It's just a fan. It's just a fan that's it's just a fan that's circulating the air. Because for me, like a very big pet peeve of mine is like when a room feels like stagnant and like stiff and just stale. And so I like a fan on because it moves the air around.
Yeah. Totally.
And so when I fall asleep, I have a fan that's on my nightstand and I turn that on. I usually don't fall asleep to any other noise but the fan, but occasionally, and this is very extreme, if I need noise on, I will turn on Hulu and I'll find like ABC's 2020 or like something that's it's not like Dateline where I'm listening to like a murder story being read to me as I sleep, but like 2020 or like what's like another like 60 Minutes
2020
like a talking program where they're talking about like a news story or something mundane enough to where I can close my eyes and kind of zone it out enough to where like the story's like not necessarily interesting to me, so I can just kind of like shut down. But that's only if I'm having an absolutely difficult time to getting to sleep, which I usually don't.
That's interesting. I mean, for me, I'll tell you how it happened for me. I always listen to fans. Like that's just been a thing all my life.
Sure.
I like when the power would go out as a kid, I would not be able to sleep.
Poor
because
thing.
it's just so still. It's
Poor
just like
thing.
nothing. And I was like terrified of like house noises, you know, when like shit creaks and stuff, and it's like, wow.
Creaking stuff is kind of creepy though.
It's horrifying when you're a child, but anyway,
it's even more horrifying after watching like an episode of Ghost Adventures. Anyway, continue.
Ghostbusters. An episode of Ghostbusters?
No, Ghost Adventures.
Oh, yeah.
On like Discovery. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't watch that. Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I moved on like when I started to get I moved on to like watching YouTube videos. I would watch I don't know. I would just watch anything. I'd try to fall asleep to something. And that's the reason why so many of my cable inputs like on my computer and stuff are so broken because I would fall asleep and then obviously I will like roll over and like there's just
yank
force.
It. Yeah.
There's so much force going on my input. So like all of my cable inputs in my household are just on a lifeline. I don't know what
totally.
But then I moved on to podcasts because like YouTube videos were too I could just get into that too much, and then I start binge watching until 3 a.m. So I got into podcasts, tried to fall asleep to those, but that was still like I would still get into that sometimes. So then I finally moved on to ASMR, which has like no story, and it's just like some do.
It just does what it
It is what it is, and it's very relaxing to me. So it's all great.
Not bad.
Yeah, and that's how I became a furry. No,
that's a really interesting. I never thought about like thinking about like how people go to sleep or anything like that. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a big part of me.
Yeah, it's ironic. Like I can't go to sleep when there's too much noise, but I need like like an underlying white noise. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
Like people get those stupid sleep apps for it. They like put on, like a washing machine noise or
it can't be an inconsistent noise.
Yeah, it has to be something that's thorough and like lasts for a little while. Like when I lived with my grandma, if I needed noise going to bed, I would just do a load of laundry and then throw the clothes in the dryer, and the dryer was like right up against my closet wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just turn that on, and it would just like it would hum. So I liked that.
Much like the sound of my grandparents are arguing. The consistent sound of my parents arguing every night.
It's like Richard.
Oh,
Stella,
Margaret.
Shut up, Stella. Richard, you're such a bastard.
Oh,
Richard,
yeah.
you better open this door.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm not letting you in, Stella, until you say you're sorry. I didn't do anything wrong, Richard.
Oh, no.
Richard.
Just banged the mic.
Yeah, she wanted in.
Yeah, she wanted in, man. Okay.
I love the little audio lines on my Audacity. It's like, boop, boop.
That's gonna sound great.
I think great ASMR.
It's funny that I would be the one to make a really terrible misrepresentation of ASMR as a video.
I thought you were the representative for ASMR.
I know, right?
I'm the representative for K-pop.
Well, here's the deal. I love ASMR, but there's still a lot of things that I find very comedic. Like, there's a lot of comedic value to it.
Of course.
I don't take it seriously at all, really. But it's whatever. It's relaxing. So
Totally.
You know what I mean? I got my wind machine going, and I got my ASMR. Things are going great at night for me.
Nice.
God, if I were to ever be in a relationship where we're like, I guess we're like sleeping in the same bed. Whoa. I'm just gonna be there with like a fan and like earbuds in, and I'm just gonna be in a zone, buddy.
Yeah, I mean that. It's funny. Like, we're gonna get very adult right now. Introducing a partner to the bedroom, because like once you invite them into the sleeping space, the whole relationship changes.
Oh, definitely.
It's not. I mean, and I'm saying this with like very little experience because I've never had like a partner like
a lasting
stay with me longer than like a couple days, but like it really changes the dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
You really, it's like it's as serious as giving them the keys to your apartment. Like, you better be ready because there's no going back afterwards. And if your partner hates something about your sleeping style that you can't like compromise on because of your own comfort or health, like, make it or break it, right? So.
Constant masturbation into the night.
Oh my God, Panda. I was trying to keep this like PG. I'm so frustrated.
Okay.
He's the only reason we have a gosh darn E on this stupid podcast. For explicit. You're right.
I could totally be PG though if we wanted to, but
I'm not even trying to. I ain't worried. Who's listening to this? Our parents?
Oh,
I mean, my mom maybe, but
has your mom?
Your parents? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay,
sorry, that's Monk. It's a jungle out there.
It's a jungle out there.
You know me and my Randy Newman impersonation. Woo! Woo! Yes, honey.
Another big make or break thing in a relationship is if they can woo or not.
If they can what?
Woo. Like, woo!
Oh.
Like that. No one can do it. I can't do it.
How's that a make or break?
Well, it's a joke.
Oh my gosh. Here's your joke. Here's my head, and it's like a fly ball.
Just a ball.
Whoops.
Whoopsie
daisy.
I had a dog named Daisy. What a segue.
Gosh, we've devolved again. It's the way that it goes right around minute 30, you know? It's
I had a dog named Daisy.
Oh my gosh. My grandma's name was Daisy. No, it's not. My grandma's name was Judy. Hello.
Wait, my aunt's name is Judy.
Stop. Okay.
Dude, literally
now we've really gone overboard.
Oh.
We need to talk about how this specific episode almost didn't get filmed because I couldn't find my mini USB to go to the microphone that I used to record this. So Panda and I were like, we need to do this today. Like we've waited long enough. It's been since Valentine's Day. The people need this. We need this. So I'm like, great, let's do it. I whip open my box that I have my microphone laying in, and there's no cord. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like frantically looking. I look under my bed. I look, through my hamper. I look in different boxes. I have a couple of different storage boxes of like cords and, Ethernet and HDMI and all sorts of crap like that. And I can't find the cord to the snowball mic. And so I'm thinking, well, maybe I can use another mini USB cord. Well, it turns out I don't have another mini USB cord, and the snowball only takes mini USB. It doesn't take micro USB. It doesn't take USB-C. It takes a mini USB. And mini USB technology has been essentially phased out.
Yeah.
It phased out maybe like 2014, 2015.
It's
been a few years. Yeah, but it's all that the snowball takes. And so I go down to Walmart, and I'm like, well, of all places in the world, Walmart's got to have a mini USB.
Walmart would have it.
Nope. The clerk was like, nope, all I got is micro. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, God.
So in the back of my mind, my 5 years working at Walgreens Inc. Like comes whooshing back, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Like they sell outdated electronics at Walgreens all the time.
Out the wazoo.
Out the wazoo for sure. So I step in, I go to the electronics section, I scan the pegs, and I can't find anything. Well, Panda's like, well, it's got to be there. It's on the stock on the website. And I'm like, the stock on the website is not an accurate representation. I can tell you because I used to work there. And so I go over to the photo department counter, and boom, right there I see a little electronics display, and I see one more mini micro USB double cable, and I'm like, I need
the last one.
I sit at the photo counter for like what feels like 10 minutes waiting for an associate to help me get this item, which is literally like 5 feet from my reach. And I'm just like, I'm not waiting another second. So I just went back behind the counter, grabbed it myself, and went up to the register.
Nathan breaks a law.
I didn't break a law. I worked at Walgreens for 5 years.
Well, you
anyway,
didn't work at that specific one.
What am I stealing? I'm not stealing Margaret's kids' photos or anything. I'm like getting some friggin' cord.
You're probably doing them a favor by getting that out of there.
Well, yeah, because they ain't gonna be needing it. And so I take it up to the register, and I'm like really excited to buy it, right? So I grab like 200 grand bars and a pair of headphones so that I can use it to listen to the podcast. And then they scan the micro mini USB cord, and she's like, the sales clerk's like, and I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, it's just no price popped up on the item because it's ancient as dirt.
Yeah.
So it's no longer in the system. I know how this works. Again, I worked at Walgreens for 5 years. I'll probably drop that fact like one more time before this ends. But 5 years.
I worked at Walgreens.
So I knew from experience that like once an item is like clearanced out or like no longer in stock or isn't a regular item, they get rid of the price in the system. And so she could have stopped me and like called, the police, customer service to the front for a price check, but she didn't. She was so nice. She gave me the same price on the mini micro USB cable as she did for the headphones, which was really cheap. And I'm so thankful for Walgreens chick. She's awesome. And the story that her shift lead was like hearing over the phone from some customer was hilarious too. Apparently she left some really expensive stuff in her car in the parking lot, and it got stolen. And the shift lead was so frustrated on the phone. She's like, well, maybe you shouldn't leave your stuff in the car to get stolen. She like hung up the phone. I was like, oh my, I don't miss working at Walgreens. No thanks. No thanks.
Nobody. No.
So that is the effort that I put in to getting to this podcast today.
We didn't half-ass it, folks. We
didn't.
full-assed.
But we like 75% asked.
Yeah, you're right.
We came up with one more really good segment for you guys that we would love to introduce today as well. So just like we had the Crunch of the Week at the top of the show, I think we're always going to close the podcast with this segment. So when we before we created the podcast, our friends had a Discord group that for the longest time was called 105.9 The Crunch.
The Crunch. Yeah.
And it was like it was based off of this long-running gag where I would call into the voice chat from the Bluetooth system in my car, and it always sounded like a radio show. And so every time I would connect through the Bluetooth, the voice chat, I'd be like, well, welcome to 105.9 The Crunch. Yeah. And it was just a really long-running gag. And so we thought we would incorporate that title into our new podcast called Crunchable, which is based off of 105.9 The Crunch. Yeah, so we are now going to have a segment at the end of every podcast called 105.9 The Crunch. And it's going to be an interactive segment where Panda and I choose a song to add to our 105.9 The Crunch playlist on Spotify that you can follow. It's up right now. And we'll be adding it. What?
I just said yep.
Okay. And we'll be adding one song each every week. And the criteria for the song is like, it's a bop. You'll play it over and over. Yeah, it's a bop. That's the only criteria.
Oh my god! And when we were like thinking of when we were thinking of names for this thing, for this like section, what is it? Whatever this is, we almost picked Crunch-a-bop, which is like,
these are all Crunch-a-bops, ladies and gentlemen, and like, undecideds and all non-binary.
You just gotta reinforce that every time.
Yeah, but these, like, seriously, once we populate this list with some songs, you'll be listening to this playlist. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm excited about it. I love it. I love the idea. I love the logo. I'm very happy with how the logo turned out that I made. So yeah.
I know you're so good at the graphics. I'm so thankful.
Songs.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you open this one because I know you know what your song's gonna be.
Yeah, I know. I already know what my song is.
Go ahead.
Well, obviously, my song is gonna be Old Town Road.
Oh my goodness! How did I know?
Oh, hello. Yeah. So, like I said, at the beginning of the episode,
expand a little bit more.
It's a fucking bop. I don't know how to really expand too much more onto it.
What's your favorite part of the song?
When Billy Ray goes, "Ride till I can't no more." That's my favorite part.
That's it?
I mean, well, obviously, I love the whole song, but you asked for the favorite part.
Yeah,
So,
okay, that's true.
I like the whole rap. Like I
and
like.
we're very upset that they won't put it on the Billboard country charts.
I know.
We think that it's an injustice and that
I
it needs
know.
to be corrected right now.
Seriously. So Nate,
it's rude.
What's your song, Nate?
So my my crunch bop. Is that what we're calling him?
No, it's 105.9. Fuck.
My crunch-a-bop that I'm going to be adding to 105.9 The Crunch is, we were talking about it in the car. I would like to add Africa by Toto.
Oh, that's a classic.
I think that song is like untouchable. Like, it's so good.
That's a great song to add.
Here's the deal. The lyrics are a little bit like incomprehensible, but like they're fun.
Yeah.
Sure is Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti.
I can barely understand what he says there, but
I know all the words to the song, so
I love that.
Hurry boy, she's waiting there for you.
Don't.
Gonna take a lot to drive me away.
Drag me away.
Yeah. So everybody loves that. I mean, the best part about Africa by Toto is the fact that the band itself was made up of studio musicians who never really toured. Like, they were just, like, if you look at the personnel list for this song, all of the musicians have been featured on some of the world's most famous songs. And all these dudes decided to get together and they said, like, why are we playing for other dudes when we can make our own music? And then boom, they create hits like Africa. And like, first of all, fun fact, Africa wasn't even supposed to be on their album. It was like a song that they threw on and then it became a hit. And actually it didn't become a hit when it was first released. It became a hit down the line. And which is On the Line is another one of their famous songs. But yeah, I love Africa. It's got this cool like pop jazz fusion breakdown during the bridge. It's like yeah, it's like sounds like that.
Sounds like that.
The harmonies are like pitch perfect. Yas. Like,
Yas.
my high school sang the choral version of Africa at like every concert, and they played it at my senior assembly and our graduation. So like, it has a very sweet place in my heart, and I'll listen to it forever, even though the lyrics mean absolutely nothing and could potentially be the gentrification of Africa. So I bless the rains down in Africa. Yas.
Let's get copyrighted.
No. I haven't sung enough of the song, and it was a personal interpretation. I didn't even play the.
You haven't met YouTube.
YouTube can. I just bleeped myself out.
Yeah, I was. You know.
What are they gonna strike me for singing too? Stop.
Yes.
Stop it, YouTube. Stop the madness.
Stop the madness now.
But yeah, that's my contribution. So we've got Old Country Road, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Lil Nas X.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
And it's featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, right? Mm-hmm. And Africa by Toto.
Yeah. Good.
So those are going to be the first two songs that we're going to put on our 105.9 The Crunch playlist. There are going to be more Crunch-a-bops to come.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I wish we could just like drop a bunch of songs on the playlist right now, but like it would destroy the segment. So
yeah, I mean, and it's the more episodes we get out, like it's gonna get big. Like 2 an episode. If we have like 100 episodes, that's 200 songs, and like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I just thought of something, but we'll talk about it in our post-production meeting.
Post-production meeting. You guys aren't invited unless you're an investor.
Yeah, unless you're a Patreon. Which, by the way, again, let's just drop that shamelessly. Like, if you interested, if the only tier that we have is 100.
Hunto?
Well, the only tier that we have is $1.
Yeah, $1.
So it's not like a huge investment. It's if I wanted to sound like one of those really bad like African adoption commercials, it'd be like, for the price of your daily coffee, you can support some white guys that are creating a podcast in their basement.
In my basement, yeah. I'm actually on the second floor.
Yeah, I'm actually in my living room.
I'm actually in my second floor on my cardio what? combo household on my beach.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's it. We already filled the 45, yo.
That was some easy ass shit. All right. Let's go.
See, why are we so bad and procrastinating at this podcast?
I know.
Anyway.
This is the second time we've never this is the second time we didn't make a structure and it worked again.
Yeah, it falls apart around 30 minutes, but we pick it back up and we're picking it up. So we turn it up.
We turn it up.
Right now I'm in a state of mind.
I don't know what it's called. It's not a combo house. It's not a combo house.
No.
I forgot what it's called.
Maybe that's the song that I'll sing for the end of the podcast today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to close it out, right?
Uh-huh.
Right now I'm in a state of mind. I want to be in all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up. I love it. I'm picking it up. Picking it up. I'm loving. So we turn it up.
We turn it up.
Bye.
Bye.